So farming is not something that a lot of people desire to go to. It is regarded as a place which only retirees should go, and that is because farming does not pay. 80% of our farmers are poor, and so we sought out to see to find a solution, and a solution on how to make farming desirable again, and to bring farmers to a place where they can be able to reap the benefit of their sweat, literally, and by getting properly paid for their produce. I am Hesbon Omondi. I am the founder of a social enterprise called Fairways Green Markets. And Fairways Green Markets is coming from the word fair and the green. So fair in terms of pricing, and green in terms of providing a market environment for groceries, and especially from farmers. So as Fairways Green Markets, we seek to provide market linkages, and our main goal is to link farmers to the market. And it is because of having grown up in the farms. I'm not a Nairobi person, a city person. I came to Nairobi to pursue my college program. So I grew up in the farm, in the sugarcane plantations and that. And I saw the way farmers struggle to put food on the table. Some of us went to school courtesy of the school fees that came from farming. But you find that the rural farmer, especially the smallholder farmer, feeds 70% of the Kenyan population. But 80% of our farmers are poor, literally poor, or struggling to survive. And so farming has become less desirable in several communities, not just in Kenya, but in Africa. Such that if one day you tell your friends that I'm going down to do farming, they will be like, maisha ya Nairobi imekushinda, or clearly put, Nairobi imekushinda, so you're going back to shags. And that happens, even the people in shags know that the only person who comes back to Shago to join them is the one who cannot keep up with the Nairobi life. So farming is not something that a lot of people desire to go to. It is regarded as a place which only retirees should should do, and old people, and dirty people for that matter. And that is because farming does not pay. 80% of our farmers are poor. And so we sought out to see, to find a solution, and a solution on how to make farming desirable again, and to bring farmers to a place where they can be able to reap the benefit of their sweat, literally, and by getting properly paid for their produce. And we realized that we went down and we did for a year plus, almost a year actually, we went down and did market research by talking to farmers, just listening to them and hearing their pain. And their biggest pain, number one, is market, availability of market. Then we were asking them, what do you mean you don't have market? There is a lot of market. We're actually importing food. They said, yes, but we get what we get is very small. The amount of money that is paid at the farm gate is so very small compared to what you pay here. Actually, yesterday, a very clear example. Yesterday, I was with Mama in the market, to buy this thing called okra. And we bought a small piece of okra at 50 bob. And she was like, you can sell for me this thing at 50 shillings. Down in our village, the same size is 20 bob. Okay? So the farmer is paid 20 bob down there, but when it comes here, it is sold at 50 bob. And so the reason why Fairways Green Markets came on board is to help the farmer at least get something closer to what the consumer gets. Okay? And also in that desire to help the farmer get to the market, we also desired, and it's our goal, to help the consumer get produce that is healthy. So in doing so, we are also looking at helping the consumer trace back where his produce is coming from. For example, if you bought groceries sukuma wiki today, can you trace where it is coming from? So those are the three main goals: the increasing the farmer's income, and then improving the health of the consumer, and then tracing the source of what is of the food that you are consuming on your table. And so how better can we do this after knowing what the consumer wants and the farmer wants? How best can we do this? So we went out and together with our partners, we developed what is called Kilimo. Kilimo is not just an app. Kilimo is a platform that delivers to the farmer a solution to a perennial problem of less income. Because when we link the farmer to the grocery store is able to get, is going to pay slightly cheaper than what he pays in the market to get its produce, but to the farmer it is slightly higher, sometimes even 2 times or 3 times higher than what they get at the farm gate. And to the consumer, because the consumer is now able, if the consumer is buying from the grocery, which is also provided as on the app, we can be able to tell where the grocer got his produce from, and we're able to tell where the farmer the place where the farmer is coming from, and even the inputs, because we also link the farmer to the sources of inputs like agrovet. So the platform also link the farmer to an agrovet, and we also link the farmer to agronomists, so that the farmer is able to get not just the market, but also the inputs to produce what he needs to produce, but also the advice, the expert advice, so that he can be able to produce in the best way possible. Knowledgeable information. And on top of that, we also link the farmer to soil testing, which is also actually the basic essential for any farmer. Before you put anything on that soil, you need to know what is the soil structure, what is the composition of my soil, is there enough moisture, is there enough nutrients on the soil, which we are able to do that again to the farmer. So Kilimo is an all-in-one solution to a farmer. Everything that a farmer needs, from the starting of preparation to linking him to the market, and eventually we are already in advanced stages in formulating a pension plan for the farmer, where we are going to have all farmers in Kilimo have a pension. And you see, we're saying making the farming attractive, but not just attractive, but sexy, so that when you move again from your accounting, I am an accountant by profession, by the way. When I move from accounting to the farm, I'm not regarded as retiring, but change of profession. So changing profession from an accountant to a farmer. And what does a accountant in a company gain? Pension, permanent and pensionable. And in addition to pension that we are providing to farmers, we're also providing to farmers income protection. Income protection in terms of life insurance, life assurance, which we are again at advanced stages of including in the app, and also in protecting the farmer from losses. So we have crop insurance, and we have livestock insurance, including greenhouse insurance. So and also insurance covering the seeds, for example, if there is a crop failure, things like that. So the farmer is protected. You are going into a profession knowing that if there is always a fallback, and this can all the insurance and all that can happen when once the farmer has been with us for at least 3 months, because we with the technology, with the digital platform, it is now possible to estimate what is the farmer's input, what is the output, and what is his monthly, annual, and even daily income. So based on that, we can be able to protect the farmer from losses. And so, just like any other profession, a farmer can be disabled. A farmer can get into an accident, and in the period when you are not able to work as a farmer, the insurance takes over. And in the same breath, we are also through the technology and through the transaction data, we are able to link the farmer to financing facilities, and not financing facilities that are exploited. It's not going to be a mobile app kind of financing facility, but it's going to be a financing facility that we link to financial institutions, credible financial institutions like SACCOs, including, but not limited to, providing farmers with guarantee, which is called the guarantee fund, which we are able to set aside using the little income we get from the transactions. We can be able to set aside for every transaction 2 shillings per transaction as a farmer. Actually, it's not just farmers, but also groceries operators guarantee fund, so that they can use that to take a loan from financial institutions, which right now we already have 2 financial institutions that are very ready to start working with us, and to be able to, and they can be able to start lending to farmers. The only condition is that a farmer or a grocery store is linked to us, downloads the app, actually registers in Kilimo. Once you register in Kilimo, then you start trading. You upload your products on the platform, and we make it available for buyers to start buying. And as the trading goes on, you, again, like I said in our earlier conversation, both parties are protected. The farmer is protected in that we will not ask them to release the goods. They will not release the goods before we are sure that the payment has reached. The buyer has made a payment, and the payment is not going to go to the farmer until the buyer confirms that they have received the produce in good condition. So in that cycle, in that process, we protect both the buyer and the seller, so that because again we've had a lot in the skepticism about online transactions. People, even sellers have lost money, by the way, a number of times when a seller releases his good, and then the farmer, the buyer says it is not good quality. Okay, and what happens? You lose in the process. And I think this is that time again where we want to make farming be attractive that the young and the old all together will regard farming as just any other profession that is paying well enough to leave everything else to go into.